All right, we're in my 2013 Ford Police Interceptor utility, and for the longest while, pretty much since I've bought this thing, I've been hearing a squeaky noise that I thought was suspension coming from the wheel well. And one day I finally figured out that it was the blower motor, and the way I was able to diagnose that was that at low, like mid-range speeds, at low speeds, mid-range speeds on my blower motor and low speed on the road, so just city driving, I would hear a little intermittent squeak down here, and sometimes it'd be worse than others, and it was really hard to replicate. So what I ended up doing was I was able to turn off the blower, and the noise would go away, and then it would soon come back when I would turn it back on. And after 3 or 4 times of verifying that it was consistently turning off, I've decided that it was the bearing wearing out in the blower motor. Now this is my used one that I just bought. There's a lot of cheap ones online that are aftermarket, and I've tried a couple of them, and they all seem to have really weird speed control. Like they're too fast. And it's like, well, I don't even think they're too fast. They're just, the motors are too loud. Because it doesn't seem like they move more air. They're just louder at the high speeds, like obnoxiously louder. The OEM ones are over $100 for new. I was able to find this one on eBay, used. I think it was about 40 or 50,000 miles that were on the vehicle, and I was able to get this for about $40, $35, something like that. When you're buying these, regardless if you go used or new, there's 2 different fans that would fit in these, and or blowers, and I'm not exactly sure what the difference is as far as what vehicles they go in. I think it might have to do with the Explorers that have the auto HVAC. They might be a different blower. And the way you can tell is this one is a twist in. So if you notice, there's no bolt holes. I mean, there's this bolt hole, but there's no bolt holes around the around the radius of this housing, and instead it's a twist in. So you can see those little teeth that it just twists in, which makes this really easy. But there is one online, if you look up Explorer blower motors on eBay or Amazon, you'll see ones that have a mounting point here, here, and here, 3 of them. You don't want those for Interceptors. I've never seen one in an Interceptor. I think they're specific to the higher trim package Explorers. So this is the one you want. Putting this in, all you need is one tool. You just need an 8mm. You don't necessarily need it on impact. I just happen to have this laying around. And I've also got my flashlight so I can see under here. You don't have to remove anything to get to it. All right, so here's how you find it. Super easy. I'm just gonna set it right here so you guys can see. So right here's our blower motor, and there's this plug right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and undo the plug. And then right over here, there's this 8mm bolt. So we're just going to make sure we've got it on the right setting. Pull this one screw out. Now there's a little plastic cap right here that comes off first. Right here. We're going to set that aside. And now all we do is twist this thing, and it comes out pretty easy. And there it is. And here is our new used one. And we just twist it in. When you twist this in, it's really easy. You can go a little too far. When you turn it, let's see, that would be clockwise. You can go a little bit too far, so you got to kind of turn it back just like almost a ½ inch or a quarter of an inch to get it to line up with the bolt hole. So then we'll go ahead and zip it back in. And of course, my impact is just a little bit too tight getting in here. I might have to go get a socket to put her back in. I'll just switch over and finish this up with a ratchet. Just like that. And then we take our plug it right back in, and that is it for the install. Now all we need to do is turn it on and verify that it works. Now, if you haven't seen my video before, I have this aftermarket radio. So obviously this is probably gonna be different than yours. Pro tip, probably don't buy this radio, it kind of sucks. Let's see. So let's go down here. it seems to be blowing good. It seems like it has more power than the other one did too, so this one was probably dying out, as well as the bearing. Probably the bearing drag was keeping it from going full speed. So I would have shown you the noise from before, but it was kind of hard to mimic, and I don't know if it was loud enough to pick up on the camera, but it was squeaky and pretty annoying. So anyway, that's all there is to this. Really simple. Hopefully this was helpful.